Hi, and welcome to Stories of the Hope, a podcast by Mission of Hope. I'm your host, Benson Gregory. Our special guest this week is Alma Eversole. She is with Team Alma Ministries in Hyndman, Kentucky. Alma, thanks so much for joining me today.
It's nice to meet you. Good to be with
It
you.
is it is a cold and snowy day in Kentucky, so
Yes.
it's a nice day to
Yes.
sit inside and have a chat about hope.
Yes. Yes.
What is it you do exactly? I know you're involved in a lot of things, and I see you on Facebook, active in your community and even outside your community. But
Yes.
to give everybody kind of a rough idea exactly who you are and what Team Alma is.
Well, my name is Alma Eversole. I have a team of maybe 14, did have 16, but a few's left me for other reasons. They work and a lot of us don't. But I do this in between my jobs. So
Okay.
I try to help my communities and take a little bit of pressure and ease off the families. I mostly help students. I work in a vocational school
Okay.
and I help our students and their families and then others. And I don't just do for Knott County, I do for all surrounding counties. I have went as far as Florida.
Okay. Give me some examples of what it is specifically that you do.
Okay. I'll collect stuff, items like hygienes and furniture and clothes and food and everything like that. And I'll have a pickup or drive through with our community families. I'll get on Facebook and tell them I'm starting a giveaway and things like that and just give out. I mean, it helps me to know that I'm helping someone when they can get some food or something from me and they don't have to go out and stretch their own money to buy something and maybe they can buy their medicine or food or something like that that what I give them they don't have to go out and get it. So
Tell me
that's
about Knott County. Is it an impoverished area? Is that
yes.
the area that you're working in?
Yes, we have always been low low, I guess I would say that. Not much around here no more. Um We don't have a lot of business. We have one grocery store. It used to be, we used to have a IGA, now it's a DG Market, but now we have a Save-A-Lot. That's the only grocery store that we have, and you have to go like 20 to 30 miles either way to get groceries from another store.
And there's just not a lot of industry. Was it a coal mining
Yes,
county?
yes,
Uh,
yes. This used to be booming. He used to be booming.
yeah.
My husband worked in the mines for years, 30 years, and it used to be a real nice place. But I guess, when the coal mine shut down, everybody left. But, we got to have stuff here for our children. And if we can bring them home, you know what I'm saying? Leave our children at home and find businesses and things like that to not make our kids have to leave home. Because when they leave home, they see that it is hard and they come home and then they don't do nothing. They sit down. And we don't want that.
The coal mine industry is difficult for people to understand, I think, who are probably outside of the area. If you are familiar with Detroit and what happened there, with some of the plants shutting down, it's kinda similar in a lot
Mhm,
of ways. My family is multi-generational coal miners as
mhm,
well,
mhm.
and when the mines begin to close, when you see that shift, there's a mentality of, "We'll get another job."
Yes, but
And
what
there
one?
And what exactly, but you think, "Oh, it'll be okay, we'll just do something else." And yeah, the mines are closing, but we'll just do and some people, like you said, do move away. But there's a number of people who stay in the area because family's been there for generations and because we'll do something else, we'll find something else to do. And like you said, sometimes something else just doesn't come along, especially as the community shrinks, there's nothing to draw a factory or something in to open up new industry.
True, very true.
So you were saying that sometimes you've seen kids leave the area and then they come back because of the struggles that they have when they get out?
Mhm, and then when they come back, there's nothing here, and
Right.
then drugs gets bad. Drugs are bad
Yes.
here, and that's what our children ends up doing, and that's not
And
good. You know what I'm
that
saying?
escapism from the harshness of their situation, unfortunately does often lead to drugs. And then,
Yes.
as you know, you're saying that that is a horrible. So you have an economically oppressed area, uh, and then on top of that, you have a drug addiction.
Mhm.
So that creates just that's hardship on top of hardship, is what that is.
Yes. And we have a lot of grandparents and parents raising their grandchildren and everything like that, and, and it's hard, and I need to help them. I need to help them because I have families that's got 9 grandchildren, 7 grandchildren they're having to take care of, and I have to. We've taken food out of our team if I need a food box or something like that, and I don't have nothing coming in. My team will get together. I'll get on my site and I'll say, "Hey, I got this family, 2 or 3 in the family. Let's look in our cabinets," and that's what we do. I sent one out this morning.
Yeah, it's literally just loving your neighbor.
Mhm.
It's helping your neighbor as if they were yourself, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
So, that's interesting that you touch on that. I know that the numbers nationally are pretty strong, but I think it's probably stronger in the Appalachian region where we're seeing grandparents raising grandkids.
Mhm.
And those are people who are, oftentimes not in great shape themselves, don't have a pension because they had worked in the mines possibly. They're living on Social Security, they're barely making ends meet, and then they end up taking in up to 7 new mouths to feed. And all the challenges of raising kids, that's gotta be a lot.
Yes, yes, and that's what's going on here, and it's hard.
Oh,
Mm.
definitely, and then you add a natural disaster or 2 on top of it. We've had some crazy flooding in the Appalachian regions. We've had, even, like, last year, we had down into Tennessee and the Carolinas, we had those horrible storms and all kinds of flooding on top of that. People were losing their homes for, sometimes the 2nd or 3rd time. Has flooding impacted your area as well?
Yes, we had, the flood in 2020 or 22, I think it was, and then we had one in 25, and
Mhm,
then, my daughter lost her home. My youngest daughter, the one who's trying to help me here, she lost her home, and, mine got flooded, but you know what? I just kinda didn't tell a lot of people because I still had a roof over my head. Might leaked a
mhm.
little bit, but I had a roof over my head, and, my floors is still bulked today, but you know what? It doesn't matter because we got people still living in tents in these areas.
People are still living in tents in those
Yes,
areas now?
yes, we do. Um,
Okay, they're not
that's
faring too
all.
well on this cold snap.
Well, we have warming centers right now, so, we're hoping that, our judge and every one of them's got out and they have, trying to find people and making sure that these warming centers is, open to them. Hopefully that, some people just they're too pride, they will not, go in. But, I just worry. I didn't sleep none last night or nothing like that because I was just worried about this one little family out in the cold, but, and, I don't know. It's bad. It's bad. I'll just say that.
It's a heartbreaking situation, isn't
Yes.
it?
We had the COVID, and then we had the, floods. It's just and this cold weather now, but, we just take what God gives us.
It feels like one thing after another, I bet, doesn't it?
Yes, yes, yes,
Well, you and I talked earlier, and you were telling me that you are a nurse
yes.
and that you had worked in Lexington for several years.
Mhm.
And what has driven you? Why would you go out of your way the way that you have? Why would you sacrifice like food out of your own cabinets? Why would you dedicate your off time? And I mean, this is not your job, like you said. So why would you dedicate your off time into helping your neighbors? Why are you pouring so much effort into this?
Because that's what God wants me to do. I had cancer at the beginning of COVID. I lost my husband 16 years ago with it. My daughter's 2 or 3 years later like that, she got cancer, and then here I ended up having cancer right at the beginning. But I would go take my treatment and come back to work. None of my students knew that I had cancer. I would not tell them because I have to work. I've been a widow 16 years. I have to work. And my oldest daughter is special needs. She's got nerve problems. So I would sit in my hospital and I'd have to take that medicine. I'd have to take it 5 days for 24 hours. I'd go in on a Wednesday evening, not come home till 2 o'clock Monday morning, and, I'd promised, I had to pray and pray who would take care of Jennifer. And I'm sure someone in my family would take care of her, but you want to take care of her. So I promised the Lord if He'd let me live, that I would do His work. Well, during the COVID, we started, me and my sister, Murky Holiday, me and her said, let's start seeing if we can get the Christian Appalachia trucks. They always would come in. So
Mm-hmm.
in the rain, sleet, and snow, we would give them out. And we started like giving out stuff on the trucks and things like that. And people started knowing they need it. They need it. So I get tired. Sometimes I'm 2 o'clock in the morning, I'll get up and I'll have phone calls and messages and needing this and needing that. And I'm thinking, let's do it. Let's do it. So me and my sister started doing it. And then all of a sudden the school went out and we still kept doing it. And we wouldn't quit. So one day I thought to my sister, we was giving out a truck and here comes 2 little people. They're my family and they're my neighbors. And then I didn't know they was kin to me until we started talking. But anyway, they said, well, let us help you. Can we help? And I said, yeah. So we started making us a team. So one day I talked to my sister and I said, let's start a team, a ministry. Let's see who we can get in here to help us. And, like we say, it's a poverty area and many people don't come in here. But during the COVID, during the flood and things and everything like that, we had organizations that would come in and help people, and they'd have giveaways everywhere and things like that. But they have quit. Everybody has quit but me. But I'm not going to quit because I promised God. You don't go back on your promise because He died for us. Okay, so I started Team Alma Ministry, and it's just like we paid for freight right now, me and my team. If we get a truck, we got 1 truck that we have to pay freight. And for the last 3 trucks, it's cost us $2,300. And for us to have to take so much out of our checks, and a lot of us I draw a widow's pension and still sub and your work and things. And I have my family, all them draws checks, and I have a few that still works. We still make it where that we'll take so much. We'll divide it into 12 or 14, ever how many's on my team, and we'll pay that bill. And we give that stuff out free so that we can help these people. And then we get a few more people coming in and bringing us stuff. We got people from Bowling Green bringing us food every 2 weeks or sometimes once a month and then things like that, So...
Was there ever a time when you were in the hospital with cancer that you thought you were going to die?
No. That is one thing that I just never thought about dying. I just asked the Lord if He wanted me to live, that I'd do His work. I don't worry. I never worried about when I went and took my treatments. I didn't worry. I really didn't worry about nothing. The doctors would say, well, you're humming today, Emma. You're in a good mood today. Well, you know what? You got cancer. If it's meant to be that you die, you'll die. And I hope I go to heaven. But if you don't, then there's a reason. And mine, I think's a reason I'm still here. Because He is not through with me and He wants me to help others. And that's what I'm going to do till I do die.
Do you feel like God had this work in mind for you to do all along, and He just had to take you through that cancer path to get there?
He could have. He might have. I've always done this. We was always taught, Mom always taught us, if you got 2 shirts and someone needs something, give one away if they need it. Don't never be too good to do that. And you're no better than nobody else. I'm no better than you, and you no better than me. And I've taught my children that. And I don't want none of my kids to think that they're better than anybody else, because we're not. I probably would have spanked them if they did, But I
All of that sounds like a very Appalachian teaching as well,
yes,
right down to the spanking.
yes. Well, I had a
So
40-year-old son that turned 40 this month, my baby, and if he did what I didn't want him to do, I'd probably spank him.
keeps him in line to this day, right?
Mhm.
So you set up these distribution events to where
Mhm,
you're passing out things that people in the community need, and
mhm.
you're trying to respond to these devastating circumstances like the flooding.
Mhm.
I don't know if you guys have had tornadoes over in that area, but we've had some bad tornadoes in
We've had
Kentucky.
some, not many.
One is too many.
Mhm, yes, yes.
So with the tornadoes and now the cold
Mhm.
and people being out of their homes, do you guys find that you're overwhelmed? Like when you get a truckload of something to pass out, does it disappear quickly, or do you have a warehouse?
I have a house, a building that I put stuff in right now until I get another one built. And I try to do a GoFundMe on Facebook to, uh, that's where I need help to build me a building because my brother had bought some land to put a building on it. It's got a few little buildings on it, but right now, uh, at the beginning when the truck came, I gave it out till dark. I'd use their lights on their headlights on their car and everything like that. Today, I work in a building that got flooded that does not have power, and I'll use a generator to have light there if I have to go in there after dark or whatever. Um, or my school, sometimes my school, the vocational school, will let me put a few things in there, and I give to the children first.
Hmm.
But we just got to have more stuff coming in. Because I can
And
get a truckload of stuff in 2 hours, it's gone, and I don't have enough, and they're still asking for stuff, and I'll say, "I'm sorry, maybe next truck," you know?
yeah, it's an incredible need, isn't it?
Mhm, mhm.
So Mission of Hope steps in and they help out. How did you come in contact with Mission of Hope?
Oh my goodness. When we met Mission of Hope, it was at a service station. They stopped at Double Quick in Hyman there to get gas. Two of my members there's no longer with me, but I still love the girls. They had ran into them and was asking them where they was going, and they was going to Alice Lloyd College. And that's where we help them today too. I mean, when our trucks come in with food and things like that, and before Mission Hope comes, and we take them a load of our stuff too, just in case whatever Mission Hope don't bring them, we'll have there for them. But anyway, we met Bob and Bill. I mean, gosh almighty, them's the sweetest guys there was. They came and they brought us a load of food. But before they did, um, they I met David Heatherland or something. I think that's what his name
Heatherly.
is. Heatherly, yeah. Anyway,
Yes.
but anyway, I met him. He wanted to come and visit me. And I told him, come on. And I mean, I'm the kind of person, I don't never want you to think that I'll tell you one thing. Just come and see what I do. I don't want no one to think I lie to you. If you kindly had got your doubts and, this world, day and time, you don't know. So I'll say, come and see. So David came to my vocational school before it got rebuilt, refurbished and all that. But, he come through and he walked through and it was amazing. I mean, he was from around here and he knew how it was. And he helped Alice Lloyd College, and that's a lot of our high school students that goes over there. So we can help them from high school on to the college level, you know what I mean, with food. And I sent them all kinds of drinks and everything in the world like that. But he came and then he went back to Mission of Hope, and here come our trucks. I mean to tell you, from hygiene to clothes to furniture, everything you can think of, they put on that truck. And here we go. And then we get involved in uh, they're coming, and they're like us. I mean, they might be from Tennessee, but and I love to go joke with them because we'll be down there and the ball games are going on, and me and some of the
Hmm.
volunteers will go on, and I'd say, mm-mm-mm, like that. And he'd say, I know, I was married to a Kentucky person. So, but Mission of Hope is just like our family now. It's like they call us and they want to know, what can we bring you? If we got it in a warehouse, we'll bring it. And they know it's food and hygiene and house stuff and everything like that. And if they don't have it, they'll try to find it. Then they'll call me, Elmy, I got this. Reckon you can use this. And, they just kindly don't just bring me junk. They don't. They just bring me what I need. And then it's just like, when I find out what they're doing, and I get on Facebook, and they're volunteering another ministry down there in Tennessee. So I feel in my heart, why don't we go to Tennessee? So 6 o'clock in the mornings, we take off. And we'll get there, and they'll all look at us, and we all got our Team Alma shirts on, and they'll look and wonder where we're come from, and we're from Kentucky. But we're just like you. We're no different. And we give out, and we
That's
enjoy
wild to me because you're this organization that is on the front lines.
it. Mhm.
You're dug in, you're serving your community. You need support. So Mission of Hope is sending trucks to support you,
Mhm.
and you're doing distribution events there.
Mhm.
And most people would be like, I'm going well above and beyond at this point. This is way more than I need to do. This is, I told God I would do his work. I'm doing his work. I'm loving my neighbor. I feel like I'm beyond good. Look at me. I'm pretty awesome. You, on the other hand, go, I can do more.
Yes, and I still
And
will do more.
and you pack up a team and you head to Tennessee to do a giveaway event in another community somewhere.
Mhm. Yes. No
That is
different than
fantastic.
ours. No different than our community. We're humans, and it's the same needs. And they need just as bad as we do. And when you can look at these cars when they pull up and you see the smiles on the people's face, and y- what else is there to do? Take your Saturday and don't go fishing or go to nowhere else. Go down there and help someone. And that's what we do. And the last giveaway that we had before this cold spell, when it was pretty, and we've been doing like drive-throughs and letting people come and get certain things, we had 500 families. And we ran out of stuff. I
Mhm.
mean, from clothes to furniture, and I had, like, people calling a while ago, people needing a refrigerator, needing a stove, and if I can get it, I will, and I'll message the people that I deal with, which I wish I had more people that would come here, but I need it out there. I don't know
Yeah.
how to get it out there. I need it out there where that if to bring me stuff, and if you don't believe me, come to my giveaways. Come and visit me. Don't just take my word for it. You don't need to take my word for it. You come and see what I do. It's like we have a bunch with Mission Hope, which is beautiful. And then we have, um, God's Wheels. They come from Bowling Green. We lost one of those guys this year.
Mm.
And we went to Bowling Green to his funeral. He died with cancer.
Mm.
And my daughter, the one that's special, she sung at his funeral. And I mean, you ought to hear it. It was just beautiful. But we went down there and we drove, I don't know, 3.5 hours or whatever, and walked into that church, and people just looking at us. And then they come up to and asked us, why do you all have the same shirts on? And I said, we are a ministry, and this guy that passed away is one that brought us all their stuff. And the guy that's helping him, he's still not quit. You know what I'm saying? But he's a big loss.
Yeah.
But we won't quit. We won't quit. We will give out. I don't care where it is. We will give out. And I don't care. Like during the flood, people would say, would I qualify to come to your ministry? You don't have to give me no paper. You don't have to give me no reason. If you want something and need something, you come to me. You don't have to tell me your life history or them's your troubles needs to be behind you. I'm here to help you today. And I will. I'll continue.
That's fantastic. You're an inspiration out there making these great relationships, helping people right next door and in neighboring states and all around, and just leveraging all of these different resources to help your neighbor. That is a wonderful thing.
If we can just get more resources in here, I feel like I don't do enough. I sit up and I think, and I look on Facebook at all the other places getting a lot of donations and things like that. And I just pray that I hope I would. I wish
Mhm.
they would bring it into me and let me give it out, or let me help you all give it out, and see that what my people need. I got little kids running around. It's like Mission Hope. Let me tell you what they done. At Christmas time, they bring me toys and everything like that. And I am coordinator. I probably ain't just a have a ministry. I am a coordinator for 9 counties of Toys for Tots. I don't know if you've heard of that.
I have, yes.
So I am a coordinator here for the last 3 years. So we have 9 counties, 70 some schools that we took toys to. This
Wow.
year was a little bit hard because we didn't get all the resources that we got last year. So Mission of Hope, they stepped up. They stepped up, brought me 72 bicycles, brought me new toys and everything like that. I had a big party at a middle school gym that our Board of Education let us borrow, and I had a big party for them. Let them come in, pick out the toy they wanted. And that was the biggest thing there was. Let them pick out a bike. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
awesome.
And then I had a person from Whitesburg called Kane's Kitchen. I mean, Brandon, he's a good person. He gives out stuff and he calls me if I need stuff. And sometimes if he's got something, he'll let me have half of it. And he needed toys through ARH was sponsoring them a Christmas party. And here I go. I take a trailer full of toys up there that I had left over from mine. Why keep them till next year? I might not be living. Take them and give them away now where people need them. So we loaded up a trailer of toys, me and my team, and my brother, he ain't retired. He's retired, but he ain't retired when he came down here. So he takes a big trailer of toys up there and we keep carrying them in. So we had like 20 toys left from my party. And I thought, let's take them up there. And we took them up there. And we did a party up there at his place. So I think we did 3 Christmas parties this year in the surrounding counties. And it's just been a blessing. And that's what I do. I'm not going to sit here and say that you need to give me a bozo button, you need to pat me on the back or nothing like that. I don't want that. You know what? I like prayers. I love to have prayers. But I want you to know that I need help. I need you to bring resources to me. Let me give them out. I don't have to. You don't have to take your weekend. You don't have to take nothing. You just bring it to me. Let me help. Let me give it out. And then I might put a smile on everybody's face. That's what I want to do. And that's what I'm going to work for until I die. And I do get tired. You can say that I'm 24/7. I mean, I don't sleep none hardly. I work 16 hours, she goes as a nurse, so I don't really sleep none. I can go and lay down half an hour. I'm awake and I can stay awake 16 more hours. And at 2 o'clock in the morning, I'm looking on Facebook and on my site and I see somebody needs something. I've got 2 o'clock text messages. They need something. And if I can find it, I'll find it.
Wow.
Sure.
That I just don't even know what to say. I'm at a loss for words. Impressive doesn't seem to do justice.
Well, thank you. Thank you.
You are showing the love of Christ. You're being the hands and feet.
Well, we started as a family with Mission of Hope, and we will continue helping Mission of Hope, and they will continue with me. I feel that in my heart because, I mean, they don't treat you, even when I go to Tennessee, I'm one of them. I'm not Team Alma, I'm Mission of Hope because we give out, to the families that need it. And that's what you do when you are a family. Mission of Hope is amazing. They sure are. They don't quit. They're like us. They work from daylight to dark.
That's right. That is right.
And I think they'll stay that way.
I think you're right. Well, tell me how people can get in touch with you if they're interested in helping you directly. We'll talk about Mission of Hope in a second, but if they want to help you directly, how do they find you?
Okay, they can find me on Facebook as Team Alma Ministry, or they can find me on my personal Facebook, which is Alma Couch, because I never did change my Facebook because I was afraid I'd lose my friends. So I left it in my maiden name, so it's in Alma Couch. They can email me at alma.eversole@knott.kyschools.us, or they can call me, area code 606-634-4976. They can message me or text me anytime, and if they want to bring a truckload of anything, as long as it's usable and our family needs it, then I will take it. But I mean, I just can't take like a big truckload of books or something like that. Some people might read them, but you need wash powders and paper towels and stuff like that for the people.
Yeah, what are your primary needs?
Our needs are like I think personal hygienes, housewire. Sometimes we get microwaves, things like that. We need paper towels, wash powders, trash bags. It's just shampoos. That is Mission Hope brings me that, and we need furniture. People need furniture all the time around here that they can't go out and buy. I know 2 families right now does not have a refrigerator.
Mm,
That I would take mine in my house if they'd take it, and I'd give it to them.
yeah.
I did take my couch out of my house and gave it to them, and Bob come in and said, I said, "That's okay, I gave it away." Me and my daughter I got 2 chairs in the dining room. In the living room. We don't need a couch. We don't need it. We'd probably laying on it. But, I think that mostly we need stuff that people can use, everyday stuff. Water. Sometimes they ask for water. They'll want me to, if I have water, I will. Or
Mhm.
my students, they'll want snacks and things like that, and I'll get them and take them into my classroom, and I'll give
Okay.
them to them. We just need help. We just need, like their blankets and sheets, and like right now, coats and boots and things like that in winter. I had someone ask me for blankets the other day, and my boss brings me 2 from her home, and we give them to this lady.
Yeah.
You just have to know that anything is good. I don't care. Somebody that don't need it, we could find somebody that needs it. So if anybody wants to donate to us, that's fine. And if I've got something that they need, it's also fine. They can come and pick it up.
That's awesome. Well, Alma, thank you so much for taking time out of what is clearly a busy life and a day where you could have been catching up on some sleep and doing this podcast with me. I appreciate you so much.
You're very welcome. Thank you for asking me.
And if you want to learn more about Mission of Hope, visit the website missionofhope.org. And we appreciate you listening so much. I'm Benson Gregory. I am your host and producer. Our associate producer is Becky Mills. And if we would subscribe and like this, we would so appreciate it. We'll look forward to talking to you next time. Thanks for listening.